Hey, my name is Mtwana. Without further ado, let's get started. So these questions here is for people who are on the beginner level, okay, for function, especially for quantity, demands, function, stuff like that, and how to solve, how to find, like how to work it out on cost function of the commodity, or it could be demand, stuff like that. They give you quantity, they give you cost function, etc., etc. So this is for almost for the people who are beginning or people don't understand the concepts of financial math. Now, let's start with the first question. So I want to explain something quick for the people who don't know what is a function meaning, because like I said, this video is sort of beginner. When somebody say function, let's go. Demand function, QP, and the cost function, this is C, means cost. Cost, but look, the cost depend on the quantity. C represent cost, and this is a quantity. Like the cost of this stuff here depend how many of them. The cost of 2 units could be less compared to the cost of 4 units. Stuff like that. That's what I say. The cost depend on the quantity, and quantity depend on the price. Like, okay, or what is the quantity? Okay, then it's going to be this price. So quantity depend on the price. So let's say of the certain commodity, depend on the commodity. So I'm given by the following equation. This equation, the first one is quantity. The quantity equal to 12,000 minus 6p. So what does that mean? Means the quantity depend on the price. Means the quantity price depend on each other. Means if I take more thing, maybe how it's gonna cost me, what is the price? If I take less thing, for example, here the cost. This is the cost, but the cost C depend on the quantity. The cost of these pens here depend how many of them. So for example, if the quantity is 4, let's say we buy 3 pens, I'm going to say the cost of 3 pens equal, now instead of saying this is cost of how many quantity? 3 pens, I'm not going to write Q anymore. Equal to 1,000, 10,000, 10,000, plus, 4,000 plus 4, instead of Q, I'm going to replace with the quantity, because this is Q quantity, which equal to 3. And then you work it out, it's going to be 10,000 plus 12, which is going to be 10,000 and 12. So the cost of 3 equal to 10,000 and 12. So that's how the basic of the function. Whatever you have depend on another one. Now let's get to our business, because that's not part of the equation, but I was trying to make a lot of sense to you, especially for the people who are beginner of the function. You see what I'm saying? Now, they give us quantity equal to this function, and the cost function, C represent cost function equal to that. Now, what do they want? They say P and Q are price, mean this P is the price, and Q is the quantity, how many of them? Respective. The total revenue. Oh, so now they're looking for total revenue. How do we get total revenue? So total revenue always, look, total revenue, TR, is always equal to number of units. But when you say number of unit means the quantity. So number of units is the quantity. You multiply by price. That's how you get the total revenue equal to quantity times price. When you say quantity, number of unit, price, we know how much. So what we're going to do, if you can look in the equation here, we have Q. So in the replacement, and then I'm going to say, I'm not going to write Q no more. I know the value of Q. Q equal to 12,000 minus 6P. So then I'm going to say this is going to be simply as total revenue equal to, I'll replace quantity equal to 12,000. I'm going to put a bracket, 12,000 means this one 12,000 minus 6P, 6P. Multiply, remember you close your bracket, and then you multiply, dot means multiplication. Multiply by P. P just a P, price. So what we're going to do right now, we can just simply open the brackets. How we do the look. This is for both. Look, you take this or you multiply for the first number. You take this, you multiply by the second number. So then it's going to become total revenue equal to 12,000 multiplied by P equal 12,000. P, 1, 2, 3. P minus 60 times 60P times P is going to be 60P squared. So that's going to be our total revenue in terms of P. Why am I saying square? Because like I said, this is a basic math. If somebody give you, let's say, A times A times A, in math, if you multiply the same thing, it depends on how many times. A times A times A, there are 3A, right? So you're going to write, it's still A, but there are 3 of them. So you write 3 on top as a power. So A power 3. Only if you multiply, that's how it plays out. So if somebody give me, look, 60P times P, so it's going to be 60, but a P and P, you multiply here, that's what I say there are 2 of them, P squared. Okay, power. So how if you add? When you add, is different game. When you add, means let's say this is going to be A plus A plus A. Let's add another A for fun. When you plus, you don't see power. If you do that, you're going to be in trouble. So A plus A plus A, there are 4, right? You write 4 at the beginning, you see there, 4A. So when you plus, you write a number before, and then you see how many of them. So the first question we're done already, and this is going to be our total revenue in terms of P. Now let's go to the second question, which is way similar to the previous question. You see? So yeah, way very similar to the previous question. So I didn't even use this question here. You see? They just give it to confuse you. Now let's come here. The demand function, whereby Q, we know Q is a quantity, and this is a price, but now they change the function, and this is a cost. C meaning a cost. Cost depends on the quantity. Cost depends on the quantity. So the cost of a quantity equals 60 plus 60Q. What do they want? Where P and Q are the price. Of course, we know P is the price, and the Q is the quantity respectively. The total revenue function in terms of P. Oh, so they kind of ask the same thing. I want to check if it does record. Oh, yes, it does. So they kind of ask the same thing, right? So we will say, well, they want total revenue. We know how to get total revenue. So say total revenue equal to what? To quantity, or you can say number of units. Quantity is like how many of them. So we say quantity multiply, or you can write in words, but you know an exam is going to be time, so you know what to do. Quantity, maybe if it's written, quantity times what times? Price. But what we have between these two, so we're going to say total revenue equal quantity. We have a quantity 20 minus 0.01 pp bracket times p. This is a p. So then we're going to say now 20 times P equal to 20P minus, just a minus, now 0.01 P times another P, because look, what I'm doing here is like I multiply by the first group, 20 times P, because this bracket for both, so it has to multiply for both. 20 times P, 20P, minus 0.01, say 0.01, P times P is P squared. So this is going to be our total revenue in terms of P. So we're going to say total revenue, total revenue equal to 20P minus 0.01 what? P squared. And this is going to be a final answer. Hey, look, like I say, this video was for beginner, people who learn some basics financial mathematics, okay? So if you face time, do please go and visit my Instagram, follow me on the Instagram page if you have any query, or if you need my service. But of course, you know, it's a service, so there's a cost to it, okay? You can direct me message direct with the same name, Mtwana, MNTWANA underscore W Wabantu. Underscore Wabantu means WABANTU. Mtwana underscore Wabantu. The same name that you see there, but only Mtwana underscore Wabantu. On Facebook, the same name, Mtwana Wabantu Academy. On Facebook, feel free to message me anytime, okay? If you need my service, you can request, you feel free to book for that. And follow me, follow my page, subscribe, leave a comments below. So I do believe you learn from me, and you learn my methodology and how I do things. Thanks a lot for your time. I'ma see you very soon. Peace, and I'm out.